It's 11 o'clock. Do you know who your real friends are? Hey, what is up, society? It is your favorite wannabe influencer, Saint, and welcome back to another video. So, if y'all can see, baby, y'all can't see. Mama got her some red crab seafood boil. I haven't done a mukbang on my page in a very long time, so I thought I'd do one today. And I got all black on, y'all, because baby, ain't even no gloves. Oh. They're at the bottom. Now, I have not done a seafood boil on my page before. Baby, you see her? She see you. I have not done a seafood boil on my page yet. And I haven't done a mukbang in, I think it's been a year. So baby, we just gonna dig right in. I got so much to talk to y'all about. Stuff has been going on. It's just been crazy. How the fuck do y'all crack crabs? Like, genuinely, because, you know, I've seen multiple techniques. You know, everybody does stuff a little differently. We blowing it out. Oh, beautiful. Let's throw it back in here. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. If I choke on the shell, y'all right here. So now I always get extra shrimp. Like, I am a shrimp girly. I love me a good shrimp, honey. Ooh. Hold on a little bit. Ooh. It's already broken a little bit for me. Look at God. I can just get it open without dying. So how y'all crack them? I've seen people use scissors. I've seen people use crackers. Their teeth. I don't know. Baby, we're gonna come back to her. I recently found out, y'all, that I love mussels. I'm gonna tell you everything I got. I got shrimp, mussels, corn, potatoes, eggs, and crab legs. Something crazy happened to me. And it might not sound too crazy to y'all when I tell y'all, but it was crazy to me because I ain't never experienced something like this before. I just had somebody that I thought was my friend tell me that they had been forcing themselves to be friends with me. And you know, I'm a socialite. So I make friends very easily. So when they told me that, I'm just like, first of all, I was hurt because I'm like, I'm sitting over here thinking that we cool. Whole time, you fake. And I was just sitting here thinking, that I had the word desperate hoe tatted across my forehead because I'm not really understanding what made you feel like you had to be friends with me. And the crazy thing about it is, I work with this person. And we was cool, but we literally had a miscommunication. He was supposed to help me. He had a guy he wanted me to go to see my bracelet place. And there was just a small miscommunication. It was a small miscommunication about time. He thought he said around 12, but I heard after 12. And it made sense to me that it would be after 12 because he worked until 2 o'clock. So I didn't think that we'd be handling a personal matter on company time. So I woke up close to 2. This is on Saturday, by the way. On Saturday. And if the mic goes out, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to try to talk as loud as I can. He didn't get off work until 2 o'clock. I wake up and I see that I missed a couple of texts from him from like 8 o'clock in the morning. His guy asked if I could drop off my car. And I was like, no, that ain't gonna work for me. I'm gonna nobody to pick me up or drop me off. He sent me that text around 8. You say your original time for it was 12. I'm thinking the original time for it was gonna be after 2. Now note, this is a real lax thing. Like this dude, he don't do this shit for a living. He just do it to help people, So he kind of just gonna let us know when we can swing by, when is the best time to do that. So it's real lax. I didn't think really much of it. But by the time I texted him, the guy basically was, wrapping up with his final car. So he was like, oh, we're just gonna have to reschedule. Which is not a big deal. I mean, I still had time on my breaks anyway. But I ended up telling his friend because he was like, oh, well, he can't help you now. You're gonna have to reschedule. And I said, okay, well, if we're gonna reschedule, I just need to know a set time. Just so if you want me to be up early or prepare for a certain time, you just gotta let me know. Especially on the weekends. And this was on a Saturday. So on the weekends, my ass be knocked out. Like I be gone. Like because I do things for everybody. I hang out with friends. I run errands. I do all types of stuff every other day of the week. Really Sundays, I don't do nothing. I don't leave my home on Sundays. But Saturdays, if I can, I try to catch up on my sleep because I be so tired. So I told him that I was like, if you want me to come out on a Saturday, if you need me to come out early or whatever, just let me know ahead of time. And I know that text messages can be misunderstood, they can be misinterpreted. So I'm just letting him know, hey, on the weekends, I sleep in. So if it's a lax schedule, I'm not going to plan. And you're kind of upset with me about not being up when you texted me at 8 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't finna wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning just to be sitting around waiting for you. You know what I mean? And I didn't say that, but I told him about my schedule. And I said, on the weekends, I catch up on my sleep. I sleep in. I didn't think it was much pressure on the time. We didn't have really a set time. So, I just thought we were going to swing by when your guy said it was okay. He took my meaning for that message completely wrong. He left me a voicemail telling me that he feels disrespected that I'm telling him this, especially when he's helping me. And I know he practically begged me to go with his guy. I was just going to find some regular guy through my dad, or I was going to either go to the dealership because, baby, I'm a convenience girly. I don't mind going to the dealership, paying that little $300. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a shuttle. They drop you off at home. But he basically begged me. He was just like, no, Coy, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go to my guy. He's so nice. Like, you gonna get a good discount. And baby, I love me a good discount. Hello? So I go with his guy. And I'm like, okay. We can go with his guy, So it really wasn't a favor because you begged me to go with your person. I just planned on going with whomever was going to do it in a timely fashion. I already had my money saved, you know. So for you, the one time you did me a favor to come out the woodwork and practically throw it in my face, I just found that strange. So after he left that voicemail saying that I was being disrespectful towards him, once again, I could understand text messages can be misunderstood. I sent him a voice message, a couple voice messages actually, just letting him know a little bit about my personality. I know I've only been working with this person about 5.5, 6 months. But me and him grew close really, really, really fast. Like real fast. Like we exchanged meals. He met my mom. He helped me move a couch into my house. Like this is my road dog. Like I found out that me and him grew up going to the same church. How we never crossed paths, I don't know. But all these things, we got all these things in common. We're so cool together. Like I'm thinking we're great. And so I'm leaving a couple voice messages. I'm just like, hey, just to give you a little bit more information about me, because for some reason you're believing I'm the type of friend to purposefully waste your time or not value that you put in work to try to make something happen for me. And I'm not that type of person. And this situation is very little. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like it was a small miscommunication. Like we can easily get past this. Just reschedule for next weekend. It's my brakes being replaced. I didn't say that last part, but I basically told him, like, this is who I really am, and I never meant to make you feel any type of way, and it truly was just a miscommunication. We can honestly move past it because I really feel like our friendship is worth saving. I don't start any relationship with anyone that's not genuine and true. And he basically told me, no, I think it's best if we just remain co-workers. Honestly, I feel like we're forcing each other to be friends because we get along so well at work. And I was like, I'm kind of caught off guard. What do you mean? We're forcing each other to be friends. I never felt forced with you. You felt forced with me. And the funny thing is about me is that I'm a very reactive person. And I know that naturally with myself. Like naturally when I listened to his voicemail, I was pissed off because it was like, you're misconstruing my words. You're mixing up what I'm saying and using it to make yourself upset so you can say whatever you want to me. And the funny thing is that at work, he's been rude to me. And I've corrected him because come correct or don't come at all, I told him, hey, the way that you speak to me, your tone, that needs to be corrected because I'm not, I know you grew up around suburban white people, but so, I've corrected him before about his approach and how he says and does things. And when he came at me through this voicemail, it really pissed me off because I'm just like, it's coming off like you reprimanded me or something. Like we're not two grown adults. And first mind me wanted to give him a piece of my mind. But kind-hearted me wanted to save my friendship. And I could tell when my friend felt offended. When my at the time I thought friend felt offended. And I was just trying to rectify the situation, Because once again, I felt like our friendship was worth saving. Just for that man to turn around and tell me that he had been pretending to be my friend the whole time. And that we just going to keep it strictly co-workers. And then he had the audacity to ask me, oh, well, we can talk about it again at a later date. We could talk about it on Tuesday, sit in the car or something. There's some apologies that need to be made. But yeah, strictly co-workers. If you can't be a friend between 9 to 5, then that's it. And so I'm upset at this point because I'm just like, I literally, like when you feel like you've done everything right and you still don't get the result that you want. You know what I mean? And it's not like I'm obsessed with being friends with him or anything like that. It's the fact that I really could have cussed you out and still got this same end result. But instead, I went the nicer way and you still disrespected me and played in my face. You know what I'm saying? You fake as hell. You're not sorry. You're not. Because when I offered you an opportunity to atone or to fix this issue, you declined it and told me, no, we're just going to be coworkers, because I was forcing myself to be friends with you anyway. Once again, do I have desperate hoe tattooed across my forehead? Like, I'm not understanding. There's nothing left to discuss. You want to misunderstand me. You want to be mad. And it's either you lack emotional intelligence, you weren't taught proper communication, or you're just an asshole. Or all three. And y'all, I'm a very honest person. Like, I'm so honest. Like, the moment I met him, and I had my reservations about him, you know, when I first met him, based off of how he carried himself and certain things that he said and did, I already had my reservations. Kind of was like, So I told him to his face. Me and him started to get close, you know, sharing personal stories and personal lives and traumas and things like that, you know, friends. I told him, I said, you know, you make me a little nervous because of the way that you act around other people. You know, we have another coworker that let's just say he is Regina George on steroids when it comes to her. Like, dog this girl out. Like, I be saying, he calling her dumb bitches and all this types of fucking shit. And then smile on her face. I just, you know. So I told him, I was just like, you know, I think when I first met you, I thought you was fake as hell. And to be honest, I still got my reservations about you. I told that to his face. I told him that to his face. Because I'm somebody who's real all the time. I don't like to be, you know, I don't like for you to ever get a perception that I'm pretending to be your friend. He told me, I get that. But no. If it makes you feel any better, I told our maintenance team and I told, you know, everybody on the team that, you know, you're a great person and trust you. And I just stood there like, yeah, okay. But we weren't talking about me. We were talking about you. But I digress. So a day or two goes by and I'm sitting back and I'm thinking about what he said about that forcing to be friends thing. And he said, we. And I said, are we speaking French? Who's this we? So I decided to send him a text message and I say, hey, this doesn't have to be a conversation. I just wanted to correct something that you said. You said we're forcing ourselves to be friends with one another. I want to let you know that I've never forced anything. I don't force any relationship that I'm in. If I have love for you, I have love for you regardless. You either get all of me or none of me. I don't do that in between wishy-washy, two-faced shit. I don't do that. So if I ever came to anything, and I know this dude, like, literally was trying to buy me an air fryer literally 4 days earlier. And now you pretend to be my friend? You was just about to spend $200 on me and you pretended to be my friend? You invited me to your New Year's party. I didn't ask what your New Year's plans were. You went out of your way to call me to ask me to come to your New Year's party. And you pretend to be my friend? Like, it's just not adding up. But you know, what's said is said. So I was like, you know, I never pretended with you. I don't do that with anybody. Just to clear it up. So you might have been pretending, but I certainly was not. And this man had the audacity to say, when we're at work, I'm not going to treat you any differently. It's all cool. We're just not friends. It's whatever. Let me get this open. And see me, y'all, I mean, call me unprofessional, but I'm one of them people where if you disrespect me personally, outside of anything that's not including this job, I'm not finna fuck with you, like point blank period. So for that whole week, I was pissed off. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I was mad. Because I was like, this motherfucker really played in my motherfucking face. And I felt humiliated, because it's like, you are, when you're an authentic person, you only want to attract authenticity, So him saying that shit to me really threw me for a loop. So the whole week, we not talking. And maybe the first couple of days, I was pissed the fuck off. But by Friday, I was chill. I realized what I was dealing with. And, I realized that you're somebody who don't give a damn about anybody. You don't care. Like, you did all that stuff. You went all the extra miles, did all this stuff. Just to kind of like disregard me over something so freaking small. And it's like, it's hurtful. And I'm not the type of person to not say that. It's embarrassing because you don't want to feel like you got played. But at the same time, it's like, I'm living in my truth and I'm going to be an honest person no matter how it make anybody else feel, So, this is my chair, y'all. No matter how me and the person fall out, I'm still a team player, always. Always a team player. So, in the whole week, I had my headphones in, listening to my podcast, just doing my office work. I wasn't engaging at all. Wasn't talking to them. Wasn't talking to nobody. I was just by myself. So when I get upset, when I get upset, I don't talk to nobody because I can't guarantee how I will react if somebody says something to me. That's how I put it. The weekend comes and goes. I have a beautiful weekend with my mother. I went to Trader Joe's for the first time. And I took her to a restaurant that I thought she would like, and she loved it. And I just talked to her about the situation, and she was completely on my side. My therapist was on my side. I know I'm not in the wrong. It's just, when you have love for somebody, it just hurts, And for them to just throw you away like you was nothing after making it seem like you were important to them, it just makes you feel some type of way. It makes you look at life differently. Sorry, I had to move my scraps over to the side. Taking over the bag. So I knew I wasn't in the wrong. So I was feeling good, I was feeling good because, I really wanted to say some other stuff. And things that would have had God looking at me like, nah, Miss Ma'am. And even though, your pride gets in the way, it makes you want to be like, once you want to say things you want to say, my spirit didn't feel that way. And I'm happy I didn't go down that route. I would have been upset with myself. Because feel good when you're doing it. And then once you come down from that high, you're just like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I'll come back to work. And my boss, our boss, she kind of comes out and she's like, can we talk about what's going on between you and him? And I'm just like, sure. I mean, why not? And she's just like, I don't know what transpired between you two, but pretty much in lack of a better words, you got to squash it for us to work better as a team. And I told her, I said, it's not going to be the same energy as last week because I'm in better spirits now. I just understand where we stand. And, I will be a good coworker, but that is all that he is going to get. You need to understand that. And when I say a good coworker, I mean, he's not even going to get the treatment that you get. because he betrayed me. You know what I'm saying? He betrayed my trust. He disrespected me, and then he disingenuously tried to apologize for it. So if he needs me to help him with a project, if he wants to show me how to do something, if he wants me to work on something with him, or he needs me to take over an activity for him, I will do that. That's fine. However, if he's trying to talk to me about his weekend, not gonna listen. She basically tried to tell me, in order to build a good work relationship, in order to have a good, teamwork and whatever, you gotta kind of exchange those niceties. And I said, you two fake ass motherfuckers might do that shit. I don't do that. Just not gonna. Because for one, me being the type of genuine person that I am, I know how I am. So my heart is big for people that I really care for. So I can't trust him with me anymore. He's not gonna get access to me anymore because he showed me what he does with somebody like me. He kind of wasn't letting up. She was kind of like, she left it alone because I wasn't changing my mind. I told her, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not gonna happen. And she was like, oh well, I just want, you guys to make up. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not about making up necessarily, because I don't need to make up with him. I'm not angry with him. I just don't respect him. Why come in on Monday morning to an email with him saying, I want to set up a time for us to talk when I come back to work on Tuesday, because I feel like our work dynamic is different and I want to discuss things. And I told my boss, when she addressed me about this, I told her I was going to decline it. Because there is nothing for us to speak about. There's nothing for us to talk about. I'm not angry with you. I was last week. But this week, I know where I stand with you now. And you just won't get enough access to me. So I didn't want to talk to you. But you probably feel like you need to talk to me. I told her I was going to decline it originally, but she was like, no, I think that you guys should really talk about it. I'm going to check back in on it because I want things to be okay here. So I said, okay, I'll accept the little meeting. But it's not going to get the result that you think that you want. So yeah. It's 11 o'clock. Do you know who your real friends are? So I know it's not that crazy. What happened to y'all? It was crazy to me. I think I'm the first person he's ever encountered like this, because I made him sit back and think about what he was doing. And he didn't know how to handle that, and that's okay. And some people believe that he wasn't being honest, that he just said that to hurt me because he doesn't know how to deal with his emotions, which that seems more believable. But at the same time, I've seen how he's interacted with, i.e. our boss, where he said horrible things about her and then turns around and smiles in her face and asks her about her cat sweaters, So y'all sound off in the comments and y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that he was just doing it to hurt me because he's emotionally unavailable? Or do y'all think he's an imposter? Or do y'all think both? Because to be honest, I don't know anymore. I am full. I've already put my gloves to the side. I ate a pretty good amount. I only got a few more potatoes and stuff left. So I'm just going to save it. Just warm it up. Tomatoes. Or probably later on and eat it. Who knows? But moral of the story, watch your heart and watch who you give yourself to. That is it for me, y'all. I'm full, so this is Dunzolito. I hope that you guys enjoyed this mukbang. I know that it was a little on the sadder side, but I hope that you guys still enjoy. Sound off in the comments what you guys think. Do y'all think that I should have said something else? What do y'all think about him? And yeah, what do y'all think about this seafood mukbang? It's also from Red Crab, and I got the Monday special. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Bye.